welcome beautiful souls to today's pick a card reading. So we've got 3 cards, 3 crystals, 3 pictures here. So I want you to just take a moment to feel into your intuition. Which one of these cards do you feel most pulled towards? And then there will be timestamps below for you to skip to your particular pile. And let's get into it. So starting with pile 1, you were drawn to In the Flow number 9 with this crystal. So it's actually all of the same crystal, but we will go with that anyway. So In the Flow, and I was actually already getting some messages come through as I was just really, feeling into your energy. And the messages that were coming through were all around being in a place of feeling really stuck at the moment and really not knowing the pathway forward. Now, today's message is all about looking at the message that you really truly need to hear right now to move forward on your path. Because what I was really picking up is that you may be looking around at your external world and really noticing people who are manifesting the things that you desire to have within your reality. And you have been pushing and forcing things to happen for such a long period of time. And now you're getting to that point of, okay, well, when is it going to be my time? When am I going to get that lucky break and really see those manifestations come through my path? Like, when am I going to be able to experience them? Because we want several things in our life to happen, to experience them, to touch them, taste them, feel them, whatever you desire. It's going to be different for everyone. In pile 1, I can feel that there's quite a few of you here within this pile and a few different messages, but the overarching theme is I feel like there's been a lot of struggle. Even when I'm speaking, there's some tightness in my chest. Even when I'm speaking, I'm like, I can't properly get the words out. It's just like this frustration, this stuckness. The words are getting stuck in my throat. So that's the overarching energy right now. So we're going to actually dive into this and see what messages really come through to help you move on your path and get into the flow. Because as we know, synchronicities happen. Our intuitive guidance is super on point when we are in the flow. So you can see here on this particular card is that you can see that, your intuitive guidance is right on the other end of getting into that flow. It's right on the end of that movement. So today's message, I really believe, is okay, how can we increase that flow? Really as soon as I'm saying that, I just wanted to take a huge body breath, like a huge breath into my belly. It's like, okay, let's release some of that tension to get you back into the flow. Okay, beautiful. So I'm actually going to pull a couple of oracle cards for you. So a couple of oracle cards for you just to get some clarity on what you need to hear right now. What does pile 1 need to hear right now to move into that flow energy? Ooh, that is quite a few there. So let's put those back because there's a few too many there. What does pile 1 need to hear right now? What is the guidance that pile 1 needs to hear? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you. Almost left the table. Yeah, beautiful. I'm loving the colors. It's like this beautiful turquoise color. And it really, we've got a whale here who's deep diving to the bottom of the ocean. So I feel like recently you have been delving into some of that subconscious work, really delving deep into, what is actually blocking me from receiving what I truly desire. And I feel encouraged to really say, you've done incredible work, and a huge pat on your back as well, because I feel like you've been really tough on yourself. And I feel like you have been looking around at everyone else's life and thinking, why do I have to go through these experiences? Why do I have to dig so deep and constantly, look in the mirror at what is reflected to me? And then with that reflection, so it might have been, some people, especially around this period of time. So this is a timeless reading, but if you are listening to this particular reading around the eclipse portal, so we've just had an eclipse in Taurus, and really during that time, I know for me it was very intense, and you might have had some people mirror some really subconscious beliefs that it was your job to release, but it still felt like, why do I have to do this work? I'm getting full body shivers when I say that, because what can happen a lot of the time is that there's past life, karmic cycles, beliefs that have been passed down to us, that it's our job to really work through those and dive really deep into the subconscious mind. And sometimes that can be sticky. Sometimes that can be really, really difficult. And I feel that like there's been some tears shed. There has been some, really some reflecting time that has happened. And now I really feel like you are on the other side of this. I truly feel like you have done a lot of the work and you have done a lot of the healing. So you may have even really delved into a lot of healing during this time. And I'm really being drawn to this star here. So the North Star, I'm really picking up that. So the North Star, like you have been guided to your North Star. And I want to be really clear with this as well. A message that is coming through is that even though you are stepping into your purpose, even though you are following your North Star and you have like a right on the edge of really stepping towards that, I want to be clear here is that that's not the easiest thing to do. And when we start moving to our North Star, we will be a mirror for people who didn't actually follow their soul calling. You will be a mirror to people who have stayed in their comfort zone and who haven't answered the call of their North Star. So what you are doing is so courageous. And that's another thing that I was getting that download when I was really sitting with your energy, is that you are such a powerful, like you have such powerful energy. You are the warrior woman. You have been through a lot. You have broken chains. you have healed a lot of ancestry lineage of past karma and trauma, and you are stepping into your North Star. So even though right now you may feel stuck, you may be looking at other people and thinking, when is it going to be my time? When am I going to get that lucky break? And you have been guided to this particular message to really get you moving towards your intuitive guidance, because you have done the work, you have delved deep, you have done the healing, and you have been looking in the mirror and thinking, okay, how can I heal myself with that mirror reflection? Because you know, and I know that you know, and that's why I'm saying this and delving deeper into this, because some people aren't open to hearing this, is that our internal world is reflected in our external world. So you have to do that inner work first in order to shift to that external world. And I know that you know that, right? And now you're in that in between of like, okay, I've done the inner work, and now you're in that period of time of like, okay, what's next? What is my movement? How can I really move forward so that I can start seeing that reflected in my external world? So I'm actually going to pull a really like an action card of something that you can really focus on. It's a beautiful, ritual that you can focus on to really get some more clarity on that movement, okay? So can we please have a ritual for pile 1, something that they can focus on to start getting into the flow? Okay, thank you. Aha. Yes, and I saw this one as well. Yes, okay, beautiful. I love this. So it may actually be money. I'm picking up, resources, a new job, something surrounding abundance. So you're being really called right now to focus on an abundance mindset. So rather than looking, see, she's got a basket full of oranges here. Rather than looking at this one orange, it's like, how can I focus on this other basket of orange and a tree of oranges above her? There is an abundance of fruit that is available to her. An abundance. So how can we focus on that? How can we focus on feeling grateful for what you actually do have in your life? And you may be thinking, and that's really coming through, of how can I be grateful for my life? I don't have the things that I desire. I don't have the money. I don't have that job. I don't have the relationship. How can I focus on what I'm grateful for? I don't actually have the thing that I want. And what your spirit guides are really coming through strongly, and I laughed at that because they're literally laughing above and being like, you literally have everything. Like, it's so close to coming to you. Literally have everything. But we have to focus on what we do have first before we can actually start to allow those things to come into your external reality. We have to be the version of ourselves first before our external world reflects that, okay? So I know that you've done a lot of the energy work, you've done a lot of the healing, and now it's actually stepping into being that version of you, being that abundant version of you. So To invite in abundance, we first might start with clearing out the old. A good declutter can reopen channels of good fortune to flow into your direction. Now is the time for a big spring clean. Could your wardrobe do with a clear out? Maybe your office desk. Declutter all that is holding you back and do it with the intention of welcoming more abundance to come your way. So really, it's about, okay, yes, I've done the inner work, but can I now welcome that abundance by really doing a clean out of the old? Because what we don't realize is that, clothes that we have been holding on to in fear of not being able to buy more, and we're clinging onto the old in fear of not being able to, welcome more in. And we don't realize that energetically that is telling the universe that there is not enough, that we are not actually being abundant. So where is it? Maybe it's in your physical space, maybe it's in your wallet to clear out all of the old receipts. Where is it in your life that you can really clear out the old and welcome that new energy? So have a really think about that. The other one here is joy. So that is literally what I was picking up in the beginning of, you have been on this journey for quite some time and you have done a lot of the healing, right? You have done a lot of the mirror work. And what the universe and spirit guides, angels are really saying to you is that, how can you embody or implement some more joy in your life? Because what you are trying to attract in your life is more joy, more happiness, more abundance, right? And those energetic frequencies, we actually need to embody those before those things actually come into our life. The misconception with manifestation is that, when I get that thing in my life, then I will feel joy, then I'll feel happy, then I'll feel abundant because I actually have that thing. But the really huge shift, and if it's one thing you take away from this video today, is that we have to start embodying those frequencies of joy, happiness, abundance to get in the flow to actually start receiving our blessings. Beautiful. Just going to take a sip of water. Okay, so let's get into your tarot and see if there's some messages that come through, okay? So, Spirit guides, what does pile 1 need to hear right now? What does pile 1 need to hear right now? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, okay, so the bottom of the deck is justice. So the scales are going to balance out in your favor. I know that it may seem like you have been through such a hell of a journey and you've been doing all of the work, you've been delving deep, you've been looking at your triggers. And let me tell you that justice is coming, that the scales are going to balance out. All of the outward energy that you have been putting into yourself, into the world, is going to come back to you. I love that. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so let's see. Yes. Okay, beautiful. I love these cards as well. Okay, so there is a new opportunity coming in. So you see that you're coming out of the clouds, and there is a new opportunity to actually make more money, or a new job offer, a new promotion. Like, what could actually be happening is you're actually seeing in your external reality that, okay, that person is getting the promotion that I want, or that job that I want, or, you know, like, when is it going to be my lucky break? Or like, you keep seeing people having success in their business and you're like, hang on a second, when is it going to be my time? And let me tell you, you are coming out of the cloud, out of the uncertainty, and there is a new offer coming through. And you might actually, what I'm actually getting through is actually, you know that, you know, you have to take that step to receive that new offer. Okay, so receive that, like, step into that abundant mindset and that joy. And when you do that, that is when you're going to be in the frequency to receive this new offer that is coming through. Okay, and this new offer, so what I'm seeing with the Eight of Pentacles is, I really truly believe that this is really coming through work. So it's like a job offer or a business offer. Maybe you're even starting a new business. You've had a really, you know, you're receiving an idea for a new business. And really, like, it's all about, you know, work. It's all about, you know, dedication. It's like, once you get that offer, once you get that new inspired idea, then, okay, now let's get to work. Let's create some, you know, boundaries around my time. Let's create some really strong structure, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about, you know, working. It's all about, you know, yes, we have an idea, but in order to manifest it, which manifest it is literally to make real, we need to put in that time, that one last push, because I have a feeling that you have been on this journey for quite some time. And now it's about, okay, that one last push. And it's not long, but it is requiring you to step into the Queen of Swords. I'm really feeling like this is your energy of, you know, you've come out of the clouds, but you are this warrior. You are this queen with this sword, and you're like, no one is going to take this away from me. I have found it. I have followed my true north, and I have become the version of me who can actually answer the call, who can actually answer the call of my true aligned purpose. So it's really okay. Like, yes, I am who I need to be. And if it happened any earlier, then you wouldn't be this Queen of Swords. You wouldn't have the strength, the resilience, the grit, the knowledge, like owls, knowledge to actually put this into place and create this. And justice is coming through, strength. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, success. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Sorry, I had to pick up all of those cards, so I will go through them. So literally the justice, it's turning in your favor. Strength, you have built the strength through this journey that you needed to step into your North Star, your purpose. Beautiful, like the star. You're literally going to be recognized. You're literally going to be that person that you looked at and be like, oh my gosh, I'm actually that person that people look at me and feel jealous of what I have, because I am the star now, because I kept moving and kept following my North Star. And can I just say, the Six of Wands, success, public recognition, like this is you. See, you thought you were down here, but really, once you started tapping into that abundance mindset, more joy in your life, you've already done the inner work. That new idea came through. You put that last push of work into that, and you stood in your power. And literally, success is yours if you so desire it, okay? And this is going to happen fast. So yes, of course, there's going to be a little bit more work that is needed, but this is going to happen super fast. Like, this is success is coming. Like, so, oh my gosh, I am just so happy for you, Pile 1. This is incredible, to say the least. Honestly, what has come through here is just so powerful. I'm so excited for you. And please let us know in the comments. I love to hear from you how you went with this, how you went with incorporating more abundance mindset and joy in your life. And you followed your North Star. Like, what was that Ace of Pentacles moment? Tell us all of the goss. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is all that I have for you today, Pile 1. I am so excited for you, and I cannot wait to see you in the next reading. If this resonated, please give a like, comment below, follow if you feel called to do so. Otherwise, I am so excited and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome, Pile 2. Pile 2? Pile 2. That is correct. Welcome to your reading today. So you have been guided in today by the visual guidance, this beautiful card. And I was actually receiving some messages even before I turned the camera on, and I was just feeling into your energy. And the messages that were really coming through were, you are wanting to manifest something really huge in your life. And what I'm really getting here from this particular picture is that you're being called to visualize what it is that you actually want. So this card it's giving me the picture of, visualization. And this looks to me kind of like a pomegranate. So you've got the fruits of your labor. So it's really asking you here, and we're going to pull some more cards, obviously, to get some more insight in what is happening here and the message that you need to hear today. But I'm really getting this, the fruits of your labor, focusing on what you actually want to be calling in your life, because where focus goes, energy flows. And that's the real intention of this card. And what I was really drawn to when I first looked at this card as well is the 5 here. So what I really picked up is that you may be being asked to really embody the life path number 5. So the life path number 5 is all about embracing that energy of curiosity, of, just following your inner guidance and compass and making some, changes with the energy and intention of, okay, I'm being guided to do this and I'm going to do this because I know that I'm being tapped into the energy of what I actually desire, and I can actually trust that guidance that I'm being given by my higher self, because I know that is going to unlock the doors in order to attract what it is that I desire. Because when we are actually focusing on what we actually want to attract, rather than, the fear of what if this happens again, and what if that happens again, and I can't repeat the fear of the past. And rather we actually start, instead of focusing on what could go wrong, we are focusing on this is what I want. And I'm placing all of my focus and my intention on that and embodying life path number 5. So you can actually, if you feel called, have a Google of that. But it's all about that playful energy of, okay, I am going to try this and I'm going to try that because I know that I'm being guided right now, and the guidance I can trust because I am tapped into the energy of what I desire. Beautiful. So let's get some other guidance for you. I'm actually being guided to go straight into the tarot for you. So Spirit guides, please shed some light on anything that pile 2 needs to hear today. What does pile 2 need to hear today? Thank you for the guidance. What does the pile 2 need to hear today? What is the guidance that pile 2 needs to hear today? One more card. What is the guidance that pile 2 needs to hear today? Woo! Yes, I just saw the High Priestess under the deck. And here we have yes. Okay, beautiful. So what I'm getting from the 2 of Swords here is that you can see that she's blindfolded. And the 2 of Swords is essentially like, there is some inner wisdom that is trying to get through to you, but you're not seeing it because you've got this blindfold on. So that's what I was really getting to, of you're not actually seeing what you actually desire. Maybe it is that you are focusing too much on all of the things that could go wrong in this next path or this next decision that you're ultimately making. It's like when we focus on all of the things that can go wrong and we're not actually focusing on the fruits of our labor, on what we actually truly desire, then we're blindfolded. We're not actually going to take that action that we are being guided to, because under the deck you've got the High Priestess, and I love this energy. So this is really who you are being called to step into. So the High Priestess is the intuitive. She is highly tapped into her inner wisdom. And she is saying, you know what? I know that I'm being guided to take this next step. And instead of focusing on, on the lack, on all of the things that can go wrong, she can easily remove that mask and know exactly what next step that she needs to take. Because what I really feel here is you're being asked to, the 6 of Swords is all about, leaving something behind. You can see that this person is on a boat, and behind this person is these swords. So it's actually quite a pathway that you have maybe been on for quite some time, I'm getting. And maybe it is that you have actually been embodying the pathway of 5, and you have actually been doing a lot of different things. You know, the Seven of Cups, what I see is, you know, there's so many choices. There's so many cups that you have collected along your journey. So I feel like this card is really signifying all of these lessons that you have learned on your path. And so these Six of Swords, and swords really represent for me, so it's really about the mind, right? And what I really collect from this is that these are the lessons that you have learned along your path. And what I'm really getting through quite strongly here is that, see, there's 6 swords, and you're facing away from these 6 swords, and you're being asked to make that decision from your intuition. So using the High Priestess, you're being asked to make that decision from your intuition, which is the 7th decision. So maybe you have been on this journey of, you have done maybe 6 other things, or you've changed your mind 6 other times, and now you're facing forwards to make that decision to grab another cup. And right now you're a bit blindfolded, because you're looking back at these swords and thinking, what if I pick up another lesson? What if I pick up another one of these swords when I make this next decision in this next pathway? But what I'm really getting here from the 7 of Wands is really about using your strength to say, you know what? I am defending my pathway here. I am defending my pathway forward, and I'm going to hold up these wands, and I'm going to protect myself from making the wrong decision. So it's kind of like you've got this big wall up right now of saying, I don't want to make the wrong decision right now. And I have been in that pathway of, in the past, I have felt like I have made the wrong decision, and it has led me away from what I actually wanted. So the fruits of my labor. And it's really what I'm getting really strongly here to let you know and tell you is that sometimes we actually have to go through that journey. We actually have to experience those lessons on our journey to become the version of ourselves that we need to be in order to hold and experience what we truly desire. And what I'm really being called to tell you here is that you have been so resilient along this. You have got such a strong wall up right now. And I totally understand that. And your spirit guides totally understand why you have such a big wall up, because you have been through such a big journey. You have collected these swords. So no wonder you're like, I don't want to make the wrong decision here. And that's why your blindfold is on. That's why your blindfold is on to the decision that you need to make moving forward, is because you have this guard up. You have such a strong guard up. So what I really want to, let's get some more information on let's get some more information, please, about, what is this decision that you need to make? What is the decision that Pile 2 needs to make, Thank you. Anything else? Ooh, okay. Yes. Oh, under the deck we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I love this for you. So you may have felt like you have been through a period of almost bad luck because you have just been going through lesson after lesson after lesson, and you're just thinking, when is it going to be my time? When am I going to catch a break from these lessons? But what I'm really seeing here is the wheel is turning in your favor here. The wheel is truly turning in your favor, and you're about to step into like your lucky girl era. That's what I really feel like is coming through. Like, if you keep focusing on what you actually truly do want, and I'm going to actually post a really powerful meditation that I have created for you in the comments if you would like to download that one, because that is really going to help you tap into what you actually truly want. Because when we are tapped into what we truly want, and rather than focusing on what we don't want, that is when we can really trust that guidance, and you can really trust that what decision you make next is ultimately going to lead you down the pathway of so much luck and fortune, everything that you want. And it's really going to create some more balance in your life, because what I'm really getting here is that maybe recently your life has been quite out of balance because you feel like it's been like all work and no play. You feel like it's like you're putting in so much more than you are getting out from whatever you are doing. But let me tell you, that is changing. And you can really see here, and I love this image of these, you know, this cup, because if you can see here, there's a path that you have gone down. And right at the end of the path here is a crown. So you have made it to that end of the path, and you are claiming this crown. You are claiming that lucky girl crown, right? Because you have become the version of you who can hold what you desire and sit on the throne and be like, you know what? My life is so balanced now. Thank gosh I took off that blindfold and I made that one last decision, and I followed through with that, and I said goodbye to these past hurt and these past lessons, and I let my guard down. So it's creating more balance, and the wheel is turning in your favor. And the last one, oh, beautiful. Okay. So I really get here is that, okay, do I take this new opportunity, or do I stay in the old where I was putting in way too much into one cup and not receiving it into the other cup? I felt so out of balance. But do I take that risk of taking that new opportunity, or do I stay in that because I'm scared that it's just going to be another lesson on my journey? So it's really about, okay, now it's time to make that decision. Like, do I take that next step? Do I go down this pathway? It's a risk, but the reward that is at the end is just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm being called to, let's get a ritual that is going to, something to embody during this time to actually help you make this decision and be in the energetic frequency to follow your intuition. Okay, yes. Beautiful. So it's new beginnings. Yes. You are being divinely guided. You are being divinely guided. You are the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Yes. Beautiful. It's really asking you to go down that new path. To go down that new path, because see here, she's sprinkling magic wherever she walks. And it also might be a sign that around the new moon, this next new moon coming up, is when you are going to say, you know what? I'm actually going to follow my intuition. I trust that if I take that one last step through that 7th door, that is going to lead into the Wheel of Fortune and more balance in your life. So I'm being called to look at the back of this. So you are guided and held by the universe. You are being sent messages at this time and are asked to pay special attention to any synchronicities that might appear in your day-to-day. Remember to breathe, surrender, and trust. There is a higher power guiding you. Pay special attention to the synchronicities that surround you as you go about your day. Try to notice certain numbers, animals, words, colors, or images that you see repetitively. Do they have a special meaning for you? You might want to reflect on the many times in your life that the universe has guided you to the best possible outcomes. Oh, I just got full body shivers. Like a beautiful warming feeling. And again, it's just like this warming feeling coming over me. And even if you don't know the exact decision that you need to make, I feel like that is coming in around this new moon. And it's also paying attention to the synchronicities throughout your day. And, you know, when do those repeating numbers come up? Maybe you Google them. Maybe they have a message within those numbers. Maybe you see an animal and that animal gives you a message. So you're going to receive a lot of messages over this time that is all going to come together. So you're going to have that really clear decision once you really step in and trust your intuition and inner guidance, and you're going to make that decision, and you are going to make that decision, that new opportunity, which is going to lead to the wheel of fortune and more balance in your life. So I'm so excited for you. Please let me know, or let us know in the comments, what this decision that has been made or coming through your intuition, that 7th cup, and where did it lead you? Like, I'm so curious to know where this is leading to you, because there is so much, the luck is changing and balance in your life. So let us know in the comments. But if you loved this particular video, please put the thumbs up, and if you feel called to follow, we'd love to have you in the part of the community, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye. Hello pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So you were drawn in to this particular reading by Mother Nature, this beautiful card. And straight away, the message that I was receiving was, there is a huge blessing coming through that you just cannot see just yet. So what I was really picking up here is just like these beautiful colors. They're sprouting out of the ground. What I really get here is that, that 7 of Pentacle vibes, where it's really about, you have done the hard work, you have planted the seeds, And now you are, waiting patiently for those seeds to sprout out of the ground. And now they are starting to bloom. You can kind of see the little bloom, the little flowers starting to pop out of the ground. And what is really coming through is going to be these beautiful flowers. So all of your hard work is coming into fruition. So what we always say when it comes to manifestation is that, we set the intention and we place our focus on, and we become an energetic match to what it is that we desire. But then there is that space in between asking and receiving, because if everyone just asked for what they desired and received it the next day or within the hour, then everyone would be living out their desires and their dream life, which just isn't the case, right? So it's really about that, that planting the seeds and then waiting for the harvest to grow, but continuously, doing the work, continuously becoming that vibrational match until those flowers start to bloom and you really start to see your manifestations come into fruition. So I really see, and my eyes are going straight to the new moon. So the next new moon, which is coming up soon, I believe, in a week or so, that is when you're really going to see your manifestations start to come into fruition. So this is a huge sign from the universe being guided to this particular reading that is really saying, keep going, you are almost there. So let's get some clarification oracles to really just see what's going on here. What are these manifestations? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm actually going to put those back. I'm not feeling those ones. Wow, your energy is just so poppy. It's like all the cards just want to pop out. And I'm getting that energy. It's really light and fun, even though you've been through the journey and you're really you're really, getting to that stage of, okay, when are these flowers, when are my manifestations coming into fruition? And this beautiful energy is coming through. And first off the bat, we had the Yes card. So it's really this is a confirmation. And if you had a question in mind, I'm just getting that come through as well. If you had a question in mind that you're just will it be this? Then this is a huge confirmation that yes, it is. And what I'm really seeing in this card is that you have transformed the version of you. You have stepped into the version of you who is aligned with what you desire. So you're truly aligned with this thing that you are trying to manifest, and you have really gone from this version, that version, and the version who is tapped into and who is ready to receive. So go you, a huge confirmation. And I'm loving this blue and these purples and these pinks. It's very spiritual. I feel like you've gone through a massive energetic upgrade and you've really worked on yourself. And another thing that's really coming through is that you may have been asking recently, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing that is going to be in alignment with receiving what I desire? And this card is just hugely confirming that you're already doing it. Stop overthinking it. You're literally so close to that desire. You can see that she's gone through that journey. And even though there was some rocks to climb up and some mountains to navigate, you have done that. You have been through that pathway, and you can see how it's going from that darkness to the light. So I feel like you've transmuted a lot of that dense, dark energy that was not in alignment with what you desire. And now you are coming to that light. And that's why I was really feeling and picking up that light energy. So that is just so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You are on the right track. Yes, yes, yes. Like, it's just absolutely incredible. I really feel like you've been guided to this particular reading. It's just like a huge, encouragement of keep going. And I feel called to pick out a goddess card, actually. So let me share any wisdom with pile 3 today. Ooh, literally, your cards are just popping out. Oh my gosh. Hang on, let me just go get that. Okay, so the 2 cards. So adaptability, the goddess of adaptability, and truth. So it's really actually, you got 31 and 31. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 might be a really significant number for you. So you might be seeing a lot of 444s, or just 44, or, that type, just 4s in general. And 4 is about, that foundation. So you've really been working on building that strong foundation. And I truly believe that you are so protected now. Like, you are actually just, there's a reason why there was 2 goddesses that really came out for you. You have your spirit guides around you. You are protected by the universe because you are asking, am I on the right path? And the answer is yes. You are already doing it, and you are really protected on this path. Like, you have chosen a path that is truly in alignment with you. And, with the goddess of adaptability, I really believe that you have been super adaptable and malleable on this journey, and you've been really truly listening to your intuition, and you've been really, willing to change your identity, willing to move with the flow, and willing to, like, she's super tapped in and, just full of inspiration. And you're really using that to your advantage over this time, and it is really truly paying off. With the truth as well, like, you have really stepped into your truth and your authenticity. I really see with this particular goddess is that, it does not matter what gender you identify with at all, but it's really here. What I really see is, she's got the blue makeup and the feathers on. It's very unique and different. And that's what I really feel for you. You've really stepped into your uniqueness. And you've really, I feel like in the past, maybe you have tried to show up as someone else. And maybe you have, tried to fit into a box that just wasn't meant for you, because you are so unique. And that's what I'm really picking up from here, is that, she's got a feather out of her head, and this, what is that, an elephant on the forehead. And it's just, what I really see is, like, you've really tapped into your heart, and you're showing up more and more in your authenticity. That is why you know, these blessings are really coming through, and you know, you're already doing it. You're already on the right path. That's what I'm really picking up. So keep going, pile 3, sorry. There might be something in pile 2 that is relevant for you, but pile 3, you are just absolutely killing it. I feel that. Now I want to just pick out a couple of clarifying cards from the tarot deck to see if we can get some more insight. What does pile, like literally your cards are just coming. I really feel like these blessings are coming in like so. I was just called to pick that card and have a look at the bottom of the deck, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 9 of Pentacles. Can we just appreciate that for a moment? The 9 of Pentacles, you know, she is literally sitting here, the goddess, and she is just, you know, I have so much abundance. I have more than enough. I have, like, it's just, you've been through a journey. I really feel that. And you can see that who you have transformed into from this version of you to the luxurious, like, goddess with all of this money and wealth just sitting on her throne. It's the ultimate success, achievements, awards for your effort of holding that energetic alignment and holding that belief that it is meant for you, that what you desired was coming and it's yours, and you've got these grapes and this beautiful purple. I'm really picking up this purple color. I really feel like you've stepped into a spiritual awakening and you've really started embodying your absolute unique self. And like the 9 of Pentacles, it does not get more incredible than that. So I really feel called that this reading is complete for me. I really feel that. I really feel like it's just a message of encouragement to keep going. Like, you are so close, and I'm really picking up, you know, that new moon vibe, which is very close. It's just keep showing up in your authenticity, keep following that guidance. You are on the right path. And, you know, of course we want to be fluid in our actions and move with that. But I honestly feel like you have already done that. And this goddess is like, oh my gosh, have you seen pile 3? Like, they are making some moves. It's like that jaw-dropping moment of, yes. I feel like some people are going to be envious of you just, you know, sitting there with your abundance. And I feel like, of course, you are going to use this abundance to create some massive shifts and change in the world. And just go you, pile 3. So happy for you. So that is all that I have for you today. If you loved this reading, then I would love to see you again. Please, you know, like, subscribe, all of the things. And I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Please comment down below when this happens for you and what happened and all of your success so that we can cheer you along. But until next time, pile 3, I will see you in the next video. Bye.